Alrighty then, so here we are, Sunday morning, beautiful blue skies, loving it. Where else but Queensland? Okay, so the cab, the donor cab, which you can see now, is the covers are all off in preparation to move her further forward into place, which is just immediately behind the engine block, and you can see the gear lever. And I've put some blocks down there so that we can rest it before I actually move it completely into position. If you look down here, you can see a couple of, I don't know what you call them really. Anyway, they're just sort of little metal doobies there and there, and that's the main bolting points for the cab. So I'm not going to put it directly into place because I'm still working on the engine block, and the only way that I can lift these heads is if I've got a couple of feet behind me, and the firewall sits right up against the engine block itself. Excuse me. Okay, so the engine, flathead V8, it's looking a little barer because what I've had to do is I've had to take the heads off this engine to find out what's going on underneath, because she wouldn't turn. Try applying some pressure on the crank bolt and nothing moved, so I knew that there was something going on underneath. There's your head. Well, that's one of the heads. This one actually came off quite easily, but that is nothing short of a miracle, because anything to do with the flathead is mega difficult. They're absolute mongrels to work on, and getting the heads off is an absolute nightmare. Okay, so quick class on how you do it, because I haven't quite mastered the art of doing videos when I'm actually doing the work itself, which is probably why I've only got 27 subscribers now, because someone's done a bunk. I was obviously too boring. Imagine living with me. So what I had to do is I needed a rubber hammer. There's my rubber hammer. I'll zoom in. You see it over yonder. You need some wood, great big chunk of wood, which is right next to it. Loads of penetrant, which you pour all the way along the outside of the head itself, in between the gasket and the block, and you just basically keep pounding away at the top of it with your rubber hammer and your wooden dowel, because if you use metal against metal, particularly on these cast things, you can actually break them and you can do a lot of damage to the block. And that's something I don't want to do, because apparently this is a 39 Mercury engine and it's factory sleeved, which apparently is, well, a bit of a rarity. So last thing I want to do is bugger up this engine, particularly as I think it's the original engine for the truck. Take a deep breath. So how do I know that it's sleeved? Apparently, if you look down here, you can see these little grooves, these little recesses between the intake and the exhaust valves and the pistons themselves. So that little groove there tells you that it's factory sleeved. If you know what that means, you know, put something down in the comments, because I'm still, I don't know. I'm a bit of a greenhorn when it comes to any engines, but okay, so that's that factory sleeve 39 Mercury engine. Apparently mega cool. So in addition to moving the cab further forward, the other thing I've got to try and do is get the other head off, which is proving to be that much harder than the other one. So I've just left it overnight with a shit ton of penetrant, and with a bit of luck, I might be able to just free that up, get that off. So that's where we're at today. Moving the cab further forwards, putting a bit of penetrant down in between the head and the block so that I can free up the head, and just basically giving it a tidy up to see whether I can start turning the engine. That's it, guys. As they often say at the end of these YouTube videos, please like and subscribe. I don't know why, it's just everybody else does it, so why shouldn't I? Till the next one. Take care. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.